sale at one of my grocery stores, and I have a tea addiction, and I know it. I sometimes drink up to 20 cups of tea a day. Now, that sounds like a lot, because it is, but I'm not worried about that, because considering, like, I'm not addicted to crack, okay? I'm not taking in any heroin. That still doesn't excuse the 20 cups of tea, I understand. But I'm going to share with you the tea hoard that I have accumulated because of the sale. My favorite tea brands tend to be from either Madame Bagnabit or the Nat brand, GNAT, or from Twinings and Stash. There was a sale. They're normally $4.29 to $3.29. They were on sale for $2.99, so I got an absolute stockpile. Let's get into the teas. Going in for one of the classics, Darjeeling. Now, I don't know what it is about this tea, but something about it makes my brain go nuts. I can't have a lot of caffeine. It makes me sleepy and sluggish. This is a very low strength. There's only a 2-leaf strength. This is one of the few caffeinated teas that I take in on a regular basis. But for some reason, I can only have 1 cup of this a day when I have it, because if I have more than that, it makes my brain wonky. But it is so good, and it has this depth to it that I just deeply enjoy. I also have oolong tea, which is basically, if you don't know what oolong tea is, if you've ever been to a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese cuisine restaurant, when you ask for hot tea, they almost always are going to give you oolong tea. Very woodsy. It tastes like tree bark smells, which is really good when hot. I don't know if I sold that tea to you or not just now, but it does taste good. Then there's also the Prince of Wales. Prince of Wales, I love all the royalty-based teas. Lady Grey, Earl Grey, which I actually think I have Earl Grey somewhere in here. But Prince of Wales has an amazing depth, and it has just a little bit of a lemon citrus flavor. Not quite bergamot, but just something about it is... it has just a hint of citrus with a lot of depth, so it kind of combines Darjeeling and oolong tea with just a pinch of Earl Grey, in my opinion. That's the taste of Prince of Wales. It's a very unique flavor. Not that I have a whole bunch of repeats, except for the 2 coming up. As I say that, I feel like I've just lied to all of you. But I have decaffeinated. I think most of all the rest of my tea is going to be decaffeinated, because that's what I majoritatively drink. I have green tea decaffeinated. I do not go in for chamomile teas, and I'm not the biggest fan of jasmine teas, but green tea, I clearly like it enough that I bought 2 of them. This is my going to bed tea. This is my not feeling good tea. This is my I need some tea. Very good. Next, going into the stash, cranberry pomegranate. This is a new one that I haven't seen. If it has existed before this year, I haven't seen it, but it is caffeine free, and again, it's cranberry pomegranate, just very fall. This is my 2nd box of it. I already started getting into it, and then I decided to do this video, so excuse that, but it does just taste like cranberries and pomegranates, which again, very autumnal. I was all about it. Another autumnal / transitioning into winter tea, since I live in the Midwest / East. I'm not sure how I'm Midwest, because I live in Ohio in the United States, but whatever. This is a black tea of decaffeinated chai. I almost said Thai, and I knew that wasn't right. Blah, 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 blah. How much tea have I had today? Absolutely none. It was like 75 degrees in November here. But this is black tea, the decaf vanilla chai. I love vanilla chai teas. I love vanilla chai from Bolthouse. So I can't think of too many reasons why I wouldn't like this. I double checked and it says creamy vanilla and aromatic spices, and none of the spices seem to be anything that I would dislike. That just sounds like a very cozy tea to have a sip by the fire and fill out Christmas cards if that's your holiday kind of tea. And that's a tea for this girl right here. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, this is a sweet and spicy tea from Good Earth. This was also on sale, and again, this one is caffeine free. And I've never had it before. It just caught my eye as I was walking into the store. I went in with the intention of buying tea, and this was just out there, just in the front, right at my eye level, which isn't too tall because I'm only 4'11", but I was attracted to this, and it doesn't seem to have a whole lot of... there is a little bit of chamomile in here, and there's peppermint, but that's what's to be expected with something that's called sweet and spicy flavored herbal tea. Again, I've never had it, but I wanted to try it. And chamomile isn't horrendous. Peppermint isn't horrendous. But there's also rooibos, which is what is in Darjeeling tea, and also in afternoon tea from Twinings. I also have Christmas Eve caffeine-free herbal tea. Again, I've never seen this before. It's a merry blend of spearmint and holiday spices, which I imagine to mean orange and cinnamon, yeah, vanilla. All the standard stuff going on there. Completely going into normal tea, we have Irish breakfast decaffeinated. I had just went through a box of English breakfast, which is one of my favorite black teas that was decaffeinated, but sometimes you want to split it up. So since I got Prince of Wales, I went with Irish breakfast. You know, just wanted to get the balance. Earl Grey decaffeinated. They did have Lady Grey, but they didn't have it in decaf. The space was all empty. But that one is good too. A little more floral and a little bit more with the flower and the bits. But I do love the citrusiness of this. This is a morning tea. This is a wake you up. This is a I need an afternoon boost without caffeine. It has a lot of depth to it, but it has a really strong bergamot citrus flavor to it. It's just a flavor slap to the tongue, which is quite pleasant. I'm not selling these teas. I'm describing them in ways that I think are exciting, but they're coming off very aggressive. Then we have holiday chai, which is decaf chai. And it's a noir tea, so yay! It has rum flavors and gingerbread. That's something you have out. If somebody doesn't want hot chocolate, you offer them holiday chai. And then there's this one, which I'm not sure if I'm going to like. I've never had it before. I've never had any of the holiday teas before. But again, they were on sale, and the packaging was very alluring and appealing, and I have no willpower. So this is an herbal tea. It's decaf, Christmas in Paris, luxurious chocolatey flavor. That snatched me right there, with lavender and cool mint. I don't know if I've ever had lavender tea. I like the scent lavender, so we're going to hope for the best, and that is the